Welcome to round 2 of Fun Family History Ideas for Kids. I found that my grandkids don't roll their eyes about family history when I give them visuals and fun ideas. They just have fun. These are a few of many ideas that you can create. This book is a great visual for kids of any age, but particularly really young kids. It introduces the idea that you, as a person, come from a long line of grandmas. Without them, there would be no you. I highly recommend this book. These All About Me pages are fun for kids to fill out each year. I have the grandkids fill them out at Grammy Camp. There are lots of different pages like these that can be found all around the internet. The younger kids get simple pages like the page on the left created by Khan Academy kids, whereas the older kids get pages that are more specific, as the page shown on the right created by printables.com. This is a fun and different look at a world map. Here are a few of my grandkids pointing to some of their ancestral countries. The size of the font used on the countries' names give you an idea of how large or small the countries are in relation to each other. Little kids, like my grandson on the right, knows that Australia is bigger than the little country of Ireland that my granddaughter is pointing to. As my grandkids get older, we start looking at maps like the one pictured. Maps are really great to give kids a sense of who and where they are in a big picture of the world. Some parents like to talk about their childhood. We would be wise to collect these stories before it's too late to hear them from the source. This is one of my dad's stories that we heard all the time, particularly when we were complaining about something. I had to walk to school uphill both ways in the snow. In my pocket, I had warm potatoes that kept my hands from freezing, but also doubled as my lunch. Collect these stories and turn them into a booklet or part of a family website that you can share with everyone in your family. Little non-readers can benefit from a small picture book where they can learn the story and connect it to a visual. Both of these pictures are representations of very significant people in my family history. On the left is a girl working in a mill. I have an ancestor from Pennsylvania that worked in a silk mill in the late 1890s. She was 8 years old and worked 12-hour shifts. Their job was to keep the bobbins running, and when they stopped, the girls changed them out. Some girls also worked at tying broken threads and preparing the wound silk bobbins for dyeing. This job was deafening, dangerous, and mind-numbing. On the right is a picture of breaker boys in a coal mine in Pennsylvania. Again, I have quite a few ancestors that worked in the coal mines. My grandfather started his career in the mines at a young age, similar to these boys. Breaker boys were anywhere between 5 and 12 years old. My family history has my grandfather working at 7 or 8 as a breaker boy. Breaker boys separated the coal from slate or other materials. It was back-breaking work, as the boys made between 50 and 70 cents an hour. At first glance, these two pictures don't look like they belong together, but they absolutely do. When my mom graduated from college, I was 2 years old. At the precise time my mom was in line to receive her diploma, I had to go to the bathroom. Dad missed my mom receiving her diploma after 7 long years in school. As you might imagine, I have never been able to live down this story. One last idea for today. Play Whose Story Is This? Write a clue on one side of an index card and write the answer on the other. You will have a lot of fun and learn things about your family that you didn't even know. Add to the collection as the days and years go by. Many families may do this same thing every year. Matching PJs may seem like a small thing, however, it has meaning to my grandkids. Each one of them knows that matching PJs at Christmas signals to them that they are a special part of the Melick family. I always make them, but 2024 might be the last year for PJs made by Grammy. The death of Joanne Fabrics may force me to change my tradition. I'm kind of like Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof, spouting about tradition even though things are changing all around him. One last thought. Try to keep some family history pictures around so that your family has an idea of who their relatives are. I had this picture in my Fun Family History Activities video. Every year at Grammy Camp, I like to have my grandkids look at these pictures. I explain to them that every single person in those pictures is a part of them. The younger kids, most of the time, point to Grammy Rayanne's side of the family and also point to Papa Chuck's side of the family. When it comes to my daughter's family, my daughter's youngest girls look like a spitting image of their mom. At this point, we still don't know if any of the kids got Papa Chuck's nose. Like my son always says, now I know where I got my nose. Thanks, Dad and Grandpa. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.